Hey, I got one question for you. Are you watching this video on Black Friday? Because if you are, holy crap, you could be the winner of these two bikes. It's the December sweepstakes. And if you've been on my channel for the last few years, you know what that means. I'm giving two more freaking bikes away. We've got the 2024 KTM 300 XC-W HardEnduro. I've never had one of these bikes before. I've never done the HardEnduro or even like a 6 days version. We've also got the 2024 KTM 300 XC. It is not coming with those cone valve forks and the track shock. I will be putting the stock suspension back on it, but I'm still riding it like this. But these are the bikes for the December giveaway. Here it will end at the end of the year, and during Black Friday for the next little bit, we're gonna be like 10xing your orders. So we're gonna do a bonus period at the beginning and a bonus period at the end. They're gonna be the same thing, so don't worry. I had some people complaining that like bonus periods had some different things last time, and I just want it to be easy for everybody. So as you know, I think these are going to be our 40th motorcycles. It's either 38 and 39 or it's 40 and 41. We've given a lot of bikes away. We got a couple new shirts up on the website, and I'm trying to just like kind of sell out some of the stuff that I've got. This stuff is so expensive. Like, it's so hard to put on these sweepstakes, and they've gotten harder and harder each time. Each sweepstakes has to make enough money to fund the next one, and we barely were able to do it on this one. I don't know if I'll be able to do it in 2024. That remains to be seen, and I'll only know if we can do another one at the end of this sweepstakes. So anyway, what do I have to say about these bikes? The HardEnduro bike here that we're giving away is a pretty incredible machine. There's a ton of really cool stuff on it. A lot of it is bling though. You know, you've got the amazing triple clamps that we have right here. This is a bling thing, looks really good. You've got the bling hubs, you've got the bling spoke nipples. There's a couple things that are actual, like, you know, this is cool. You've got your oil cap here, which is the billet oil cap. It did come with a rear disc guard. It came with a solid rear disc. Supposedly that's supposed to be a little bit stronger. It comes with a front brake disc guard, which is great. You can bend those things. And then just some other odds and ends throughout the bike, throughout the motorcycle. It also came stock with a radiator fan, which I think all of these bikes should. But I digress. The KTM 300 XC has a radiator fan on it because I installed it. As I said earlier, if you've been on my channel for any amount of time, you kind of know the drill. When you go click on any of the items on my website, it shows how many entries you get under just like the normal periods. And then at the beginning of the sweepstakes and the ending of the sweepstakes, there will be bonus rounds essentially where we're going to give multipliers for those items. So if you buy a hat on the website, it's going to be like 35 entries unless you buy it during one of the bonus periods, and then you'll get multipliers on that. Same thing with the shirts. Couple new shirts. I really like this shirt we've got right here. It's got the chain DNA thing on the back, pretty sick. And then another brand new design here. And these shirts are literally a tri-blend shirt. It's the best, softest shirts I can buy. So they're awesome. And then last time we had this design in a heathered black, and I'm doing it now in this blue. It's called Royal Frost. I mean, these are amazing. So those shirts are the softest, nicest shirts that I can possibly buy, and it's incredible. What's cool about that too is because we're giving away two of the nicest possible bikes that you can even get. As we know, we've got these 2024 bikes. They're the TBI throttle body injection motors. I call it like the second generation of fuel injection on the two strokes. So on the KTM 300 XC-W, oh, and by the way, the grand prize winner is going to be able to pick between the two, and then the runner-up will get the spoils. I'm guessing that the grand prize winner will take the HardEnduro bike because it is a limited edition bike, and it's worth a couple $1,000s more. Like these are very expensive bikes to buy, which is why I haven't done it before, because usually I just put my own protective parts on the bikes and I don't need the bling parts. It's interesting because your triple clamps, they both on both bikes, on the XC and the XC-W, you'll be getting anodized triple clamps, or CNC machined triple clamps. It's just they're going to be anodized orange on the HardEnduro version, where they're black on the XC. I don't know if you can even see that. Let's just move this over just a touch, just like that, so you can actually see, because the XC has the billet triple clamps as well. And again, it will come with the stock forks. This is a cone valve fork and a track shock. I will put the stock suspension back on that bike. And the suspension on these bikes are absolutely incredible, because now in 2024, both of them have the 48 millimeter exact spring fork, is what they're calling it. It's the closed cartridge fork. This is the best valved fork of any stock dirt bike I've ever had for enduro single track stuff on the XC-Ws. And over there on the XC, it's a little bit stiffer. So I wish well, I know why they did it. The XC is for cross country. It's valved for going a little bit faster. So I prefer the valving. I love the valving of the XC-W forks now in 2024. It's absolutely incredible. So the only complaints really that I have now with the 2024s is I still struggle a little bit with my rear end traction, but we've been able to kind of circumvent that with more sag on the bike, and then just like speeding up our rebound on the bike. So that's the only complaints I have. Other couple differences as you're deciding which one you'd want to get, if you go to my website and you get entered to win this thing, or these things, they basically have the same gearing, they have the same transmission, but the final drive is a little bit slower on the XC-W versus a little bit faster on the XC. And as far as mapping goes, both of these bikes, yes, both of these bikes are going to come with map switches, because I have a map switch on the XC. And the HardEnduro bike, the XC-W, does come with a map switch if it's got the HardEnduro package. So they both have map switches. Although I will tell you, I don't think the soft map is worth anything. I think the only map that I think is worthwhile using is that hotter map, so the green map. But you will have the switch. You have finger clickers on everywhere, which is, well, yeah. You'll have finger clickers on all the things, high speed compression, low speed compression on your shock back here, and your rebound is finger adjustable on both the forks and the shocks. So your fork is down there with your rebound, and you know, the shock, the rebound is down here on the bottom of it. Finger clickable, which is pretty awesome. So on the XC-W, it's oil injected. So you'll be putting your oil up here in the reservoir, and then the bike will be mixing that for you, versus on the XC, it's a pre-mix only bike. So there's no oil pump on the XC. You're pre-mixing the oil and the fuel and then dumping that in the tank. So just some nuances there as far as how they're doing, how it's happening. I put tubeless on both of the bikes. In fact, both of them have a Bridgestone M59, I believe, on the front. And then they both have Tusk, at least currently, it depends on how much I'm able to ride until this happens, but they both currently have Tusk Talon rear tires on these bikes from Rocky Mountain ATV. Which is another thing I should say. If you use my links to Rocky Mountain ATV because you don't want to buy something off my website, you can also get entries into the sweepstakes. It's pretty freaking awesome. So I'll have the link down in the video description, or if you go to dirtbikechannel.com, there's a link that says Shop Rocky Mountain ATV. Please just use that anytime you're buying parts from Rocky Mountain ATV, because it gives me a kickback. Rocky Mountain ATV is awesome. They give me a referral bonus for sending you there, and when we're doing a sweepstakes, that gives you extra entries into winning these motorcycles. So it doesn't cost you a dime, because you were already going to buy the stuff anyway, whether it's tires or tools or parts or gear or anything, even oil or whatever, or a radiator fan or plastics, whatever, hand guards, levers, anything. It's going to get you free entries in to win these motorcycles. And it helps to keep the Dirt Bike channel, helps to keep these reviews coming and the channel coming and the content coming. So, I mean, it's pretty stinking cool. So I'm so excited about the sweepstakes. I'm excited to be able to give more bikes to more people. I just recently delivered, within the last month or so, or last few weeks, I delivered the bikes for Ryan Chamberlain and for Jeff Van Vorst, who were the September sweepstakes winners, and that was super cool. So those are two very, very happy guys. Everybody is happy when they win these bikes. Even the women are happy, because I've had several women winners over the years, but it's mostly men, because most our bikers are men, and most of the people watching my videos, according to the YouTube analytics, they're men. So anyway, that's what I've got for you guys. It should be a very fun holiday season here. Hopefully you had, if you're watching here in the USA, this video should be coming out on Black Friday. I may have some emails coming out, maybe some text messages coming out to help incentivize you to buy some stuff and get entered to win these bikes. And this thing ends at the end of the year. So it'll end on December 31st at midnight. So we'll be closing out 2023 strong with 2 more KTM, 2024 KTM bikes going to new homes. So I couldn't be happier. You can still see like the white on here, because I was out at the salt flats doing some filming with these. So there's like still salt on the tires from going out there and just shooting some pictures with the bikes. But they're super amazing bikes. I love these things. A little bit softer mapping on the XC-W, which is great for the hard enduro or just like the mountain single track stuff. Soft enduro, hard enduro. A little bit hotter mapping on the XC. Great for the wide open spaces and things like that. And then the track. I've taken that 300 XC to the track at least once. And it was freaking awesome at the motocross track. So that bike was have I done it twice? Maybe just once. But it was freaking awesome at the track. Okay, so that's what I've got for you guys. Hopefully everybody had a good Thanksgiving, and hopefully you have a good upcoming holiday season. I'll have a lot more videos coming out in between now and the end of the sweepstakes, but that's what's going on. So grab yourself a shirt, one of these shirts, one of those shirts over there, any of the shirts that I've got up on the website, tie downs, hats, any of the stuff. I'm trying to sell some of this stuff out and get rid of some of my overhead, like reduced overhead at the warehouse. So I won't have quite as many products probably going forward, because money is tight, and the cost of shipping and the cost of warehousing the stuff is incredibly expensive, but then the shipping that the site calculates to you, generally speaking, is not enough to get it to you. So I have to subsidize the shipping out of the cost, the profits of each item, and it just gets harder and harder and harder every single time. The profit margins have gotten slimmer and slimmer and slimmer on these sweepstakes every time I've done it, unfortunately. So anyway, hopefully we can do more, but I can't make any promises. I cannot make a promise that I will do another one. I want to. And if this sweepstakes, if you watch this deep into the video, you're a true fan. If this sweepstakes makes enough money for me to make it worthwhile to do another one, I will do another one, which will be in March. But if this sweepstakes doesn't perform, then I can't afford to do another one, because money's tight. Single dad life. And all that stuff. So anyway, thanks so much from the bottom of my heart. If you've ever entered any of these things ever before, or if you've used my links, or if you bought my gear, you're the reason why this still exists. Let's see how long we can keep this running. And until next time, leave a single track. Thanks.